What's going on, guys? It's Insomnius here again, back with another video, and what I've got for you guys today is going to be my first ever Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay. And what I actually managed to get this gameplay is a 40 gun streak as well as a KEM strike. And if you guys don't know what a KEM strike is, it's basically the Moab equivalent for Ghosts. It's called a Chem strike or a KEM strike. When you get 25 gun kills, you get it and you call it in, and it does just what a Moab does. It kills the entire enemy team. And, you know, does fancy stuff like that. So I managed to get that at 25 gun streak and then continue on for a further 15 kills and get a nice 40 gun streak with an unsilenced weapon, mind you. I'm using the SO 805 assault rifle this game, which I picked up off an enemy. I believe it had red dot and foregrip on. And I do have a submachine gun on as well, but I don't really use that in this gameplay. I think I get like 3 kills with it. I just run about with this unsilenced weapon. So that makes this gameplay just that bit more impressive, meaning that, you know, I was on the enemy's radar pretty much the entire time. They knew where I was, and I still managed to get the Chem strike and the gun streak. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the gameplay. And I'm not sure if you guys know, but I've been playing Call of Duty Ghosts for the past couple of days. I got it 3 days early. And a lot of other YouTubers did as well, and we've been playing together. And I got this gameplay literally about 15 minutes, 20 minutes after the servers came online. It was one of the very first Chem strikes ever. Benny actually got the very first Chem strike out of anyone. Literally, as soon as the servers went up, me and Benny jumped into a game together, and he instantly got a Chem strike. So he got the world's first Chem strike. I got one, I think, a game or two after that match that I played with him. So you know, pre-release, there's pretty much only sweaty people in the game. The only people who play the game, you know, pre-release are the people who are hardcore COD fans and went, you know, out of the way, the extra mile to get the game early and stuff. So you can imagine how how dreadful it's been playing against these hardcore sweaty players, just scuff jumping and drop shotting non-stop. So I was pretty lucky to have got this, and I'm playing on the map Stonehaven in a domination game. This was the first time I ever played Stonehaven, and I managed to find this little choke point at this part of the map. You'll see, like, for the entire game, the enemies have the B flag basically, and I kind of trap them in there by myself. I'm playing with one other player in this game, one of my friends, JB, and he's been dropping Chem strikes like crazy as well, same as me, and we've just been going ham together. We've been playing in a 2-man party pretty much the entire time. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, pre-release, you're playing against pretty sweaty players, so to get chems against these kinds of people, it's pretty impressive in my opinion, even though they're a tiny bit more slow paced. But nonetheless, I think this chem strike is about 3 minutes, so, you know, it's about the same speed as your standard Moab, and it's a lot harder to get. I will say that, guys, getting a chem strike in Ghost is a lot harder than getting a Moab or getting a nuclear, at least in my opinion. I think everyone else will probably agree. And I'm going to quickly talk about my kill streak setup that I'm using this game, because I know a lot of you guys will be seeing my first video on Ghost. You'll be like, why aren't you using Specialist? Well, the reason is I'm level 5 in this gameplay, and when you start off in Ghost, there's really no point whatsoever in using Specialist, because you cannot get all the perks using Specialist. You have to basically buy perks and put them on as your Specialist unlocks, and choose which ones you want to unlock, and then choose which ones you want to unlock when you hit the Specialist bonus. And obviously at level 5, you don't have any squad points, so you can't actually buy the perks, so there's really no point whatsoever in using Specialist when the game's when you first get your hands on the game, until you've leveled up a bit and bought some perks. So instead of using the assault streaks, I decided I would put on the support streaks instead, the support strike package, because I figured getting my own satcoms and my own oracles would help me out a bit more than, you know, getting the extra couple kills with dogs and that. So I'm using the satcom, the resupply crate, and also the oracle skill streak, and I'll quickly tell you guys what these do. Sorry for my dog. As far as I know, this is my best explanation I can give for it. And by the way, I just got the chemist right there if you didn't see it. It's just there in the bottom right corner. As far as I know, the SATCOM, it's not as overpowered as the UAV used to be. They've changed it a lot. As far as I know, when you put one SATCOM down, it works kind of like a portable radar and will only show people on the map when they get near it. If you or your team combined put 2 SATCOMs down, then it turns into a regular UAV, like from previous Call of Duty, where it sweeps the radar. And if you put 4 down, it turns into an advanced UAV, and that is your team combined. It doesn't just have to be 4 from you alone, and that's how I believe it to work. I do call him my Chem Striker. You're going to see it wipes out the entire enemy team. It's not as intrusive as the Modern Warfare 3 Moab, where it like ruins the sound and the screen and all that. It's a lot better in my opinion. That's just my opinion anyway. I didn't really like that Modern Warfare 3, when you called in a Moab, it absolutely destroyed your sound and your vision and everything. And this one just gives it, you know, it just slightly changes the colour of the map, and your sound's perfectly fine. And continuing on, I'm using the resupply crate. What that basically does is acts as like a scavenger pack that you can put on the floor, and someone can come and pick it up. Your teammates can pick it up. It'll refill your ammo when you walk over it, and if you pick it up, it will give you a secondary weapon, which is pretty awesome in case you're one of those guys that don't run scavenger and you run out of ammo consistently. And the last streak is the Oracle streak, and you'll see when I use this, or when I've been using this throughout this gameplay, when I'm aiming at parts of the map, whenever it does this little like radar bounce ping thing off of my body, if I'm aiming at, if I'm like looking somewhere, it will show me people through walls. Sometimes you'll see, I'm not sure the exact on how it works, but you will see people showing up as like orange outlines like here through walls, and that's how that works. So last thing I will say is you guys are going to be all leaving comments if I don't mention this, and you're going to ask me, is Call of Duty Ghosts good? Is it worth it? I would say it is a very good game. In terms of gameplay mechanics and how it feels and how it plays, I would say it's probably better than any Call of Duty I've played so far, and I know a lot of people will agree with that, but one major thing that I haven't mentioned yet is the maps are absolutely horrendous. I mean, this game, I'm assuming, was developed for 9 vs 9, and 9 vs 9 isn't actually on the current gen consoles. It's actually not out until the next gens come out. So I'm assuming all the maps were designed for 9v9, and obviously you can't do that on console. You can only play 6v6, so they do play really, really slowly. Kills are quite far, you know, in between. But that's basically my initial little thoughts on Ghosts. I really didn't say much about Ghosts. I just told you guys what we're doing in the gameplay, pretty much explained a couple of streaks and guns and all that jazz. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you do leave a comment, a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Later. Bye.